Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 facts about Greece that will ruin your childhood.
Your story's sad to tell, a teenage ne'er-do-well.
Some people are so touchy.
Boy, good news really travels fast.
For this list, we'll be looking at facts about this much-loved musical that may tarnish this movie's magic. Which fact from this movie ruined your memories? Let us know in the comments. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10. Unhappy Feet. You could be forgiven for thinking that everyone in the Grease cast was a great dancer. Even Blanche, the principal's assistant, made her way through the dance line.
When I hear music, I just can't make my feet behave.
She's Tinkerbell.
Hi, Sonny.
However, remember how Marty spent the dance flirting with DJ Vince Fontaine?
What's your name?
Marty.
Marty what?
Maraschino. Lena like and Cherry.
Dinah Manoff was a horrible dancer. Despite several takes and attempts to train her for the musical numbers, she was unable to get her feet to cooperate. This is why she was never shown front and center in any of the dance scenes. While this was more than a little inconvenient in a musical, it might have been a blessing in disguise during the iconic dance-off number, when the temperature got as high as 116 degrees and several extras fell ill. Number 9. An ode to Elvis became an eerie tribute.
This goody two-shoes makes me want to barf.
Elvis was known for shocking the world with his gyrating moves, and driving women wild with them as well. It was very fitting that during the Slumber Party song, the ladies offered up his name in the song Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee.
Elvis! Elvis! Let me be! Keep that Elvis far from me!
This line was one of the few lyrics changed from the original stage play to update the movie for the times. Ironically, however, Elvis died on the same day this scene was filmed, making a fun lyrical innuendo into a bittersweet nod to the king.
Some people are so touchy.
Number 8. Tongue-tied Travolta. John Travolta has had his fair share of twists of the tongue.
I can't talk to you right now.
Listen, what are you doing later?
I can't talk, alright?
Just ask Idina Menzel. However, he seemed to have an especially hard time with several of his lines in Grease. Many scenes had to be reshot due to his flubs.
Oh no. It's just probably a little driving dust, that's all.
He struggled especially hard during the Grease Lightning song number. He was supposed to sing Go Grease Lightning, you're coasting through the heat lap trials, but he kept singing Heap Lap Trials so many times that they ended up just leaving it in the movie. Number 7. Hair Care by Crayola.
Hey, you guys get a look at Zuko this morning? Looking pretty good this year, huh, Riz?
No one can escape the grasp of genetics or father time, and Jamie Donnelly, who played Jan, was no exception. The actress's hair was turning gray prematurely during the shooting of the film, which would contrast with the high schooler image she was supposed to portray. This meant her hair had to be color treated for the flick.
God, that is the ugliest looking thing I ever saw.
However, her hair grew so quickly, it was not feasible to dye it as often as needed to cover the gray. As a result, her silver roots were colored with black crayon several times during the shoot.
See a penny pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck.
Number 6. Beware the beauty school dropout. Inspiration comes from many places. Sometimes those places are dark. When Frenchie sits alone lamenting her choices, a doo-wop number lightens the mood.
Your story's sad to tell, a teenage ne'er-do-well.
Beauty School Dropout may seem like a fun, humorous ditty, but it actually got its name after writers Jim Jacobs and Warren Casey read about a teen who dropped out of beauty school only to end up becoming a murderer.
Beauty school dropout, no graduation day for you.
Wow, we're really glad that Frenchie's storyline doesn't go in this direction. Grease would have ended up becoming a horror film with strangely upbeat musical numbers.
But no customer would go to you unless she was a hooker.
Number 5. Picking on Patty.
Oh,
I just love the first day of school, don't you?
It's the biggest thrill of my life.
What would a high school movie be without the perk, peppy, pain-in-the-patootie character that annoys everyone? Patty Simcox, portrayed by Susan Buckner, was that character in Grease. Within the world of the movie, it made sense for poor Patty to be picked on and excluded, given the high school atmosphere. But Buckner reported that she was treated similarly behind the scenes. She later shared that the cast and crew often excluded her from the off-camera fun and didn't see this behavior as a problem, making her memories of the filming less than nostalgic. Number 4. Protection. If you watched Grease as a kid, it's likely that much of the sexual innuendo went over your head, but as a teen or an adult, it was pretty blatant.
He got friendly, holding my hand. Well, she got friendly down in the sand.
While songs such as Summer Nights and Sandra Dee had sexual references that were a little more on the tamer side, Grease Lightnin' was a song with innuendo that went far beyond car restoration. In order to slip another reference by the censors, the T-Birds ran around the car with rolls of plastic, which seems pretty random, but many see this as a reference to safe sex, since it was rumored at the time that plastic wrap could substitute for condoms. Number 3. High school senior citizens. It's pretty obvious, even on first viewing, that the actors were a little older than the high schoolers they were playing. But how much older might surprise you?
Is that all it takes? 15 minutes?
The main cast's age ranged from 20-year-old Kelly Ward, who played Putsy, to 33-year-old Rizzo, played by Stockard Channing.
Rizzo, I hear you're knocked up.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, good news really travels fast.
Why don't you tell me about it?
What's it to you?
I thought I might be able to do something.
You did enough.
Most of the actors were in their mid to late 20s, making them almost 10 years older than their characters. Reportedly, the director checked each cast member for crow's feet before casting them to ensure they could pass for high schoolers.
Perhaps a session of banging erasers after school would put you on the right track.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you just going to stand there all day?
No, ma'am. I mean, yes, ma'am. I mean, I'm
well,
just,
which is it, yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Good, then move.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Number 2. Emergency surgery for Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha Di Gregorio is one of Grease's most memorable femme fatales. Set up to be one of the antagonists of the film along with the Scorpions.
Who is she?
They call me Cha-Cha, because I'm the best dancer at St. Bernadette's.
With the worst reputation.
She wasn't afraid to use her charms to compete with Sandy for Danny's attention and affection. She was flirtatious, dressed to kill, and had some fantastic dance moves. While filming the movie, Annette Charles sadly suffered an ectopic pregnancy, which led to emergency surgery. Shortly after the crew finished up the iconic drag race scene, she was brought to the local hospital for the operation. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jeff Conaway's health problems. Many movies have tragic stories attached to them, and Grease is no exception.
But I thought that you could maybe be my second at Thunder Road.
What do you mean? You want me to drive with you or what?
No.
Oh. Hey.
Well, listen, I'll pick you up at 3, huh?
Yeah.
During the shooting of the Grease Lightning scene, Jeff Conaway, who played Kaniki, was accidentally dropped by fellow cast members, injuring his back. This injury is believed to be part of what eventually led to a reliance on painkillers. Conaway appeared on Celebrity Rehab in 2008 and spoke about his battle with addiction. On May 11, 2011, he was admitted to the hospital with pneumonia and sepsis and passed away later that same month. His doctor linked his death to his long use of opiates. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.